Alright, here we go on the bracket. This is kind of the first more difficult auxiliary view drawing. This is what the finished should look like. I'll do one from scratch, just kind of off here to the side. I'm going to start by drawing the edge view first. That's going to be my front. So basically made up of 3 sections, 15/16, 15/16, and then 3/4. This angle section is down at 30 degrees, and it is 2 7/16. Use offset. Thickness of everything is 3/16. I'm closing up. Once I offset it down to 3/16, I close up the sides where it overlaps. Where it overlaps, I trim. From there, I can bring it up and start my top. Just gonna bring up the full length. So both far corners on the top edge. There we go. Then it is 1.5 inches wide. Bring this side up. Close it in. Now, to make the circles in the top, where these lines, the sections are, they start and stop, I'm going to bring up 2 lines, one here, one here. Also bring up this bend here, because I'll be able to see that one. Alright, then I can use the midpoint. They are 1/2 inch in diameter. And if I do center radius, same center point, went out here to the front, and that'll give me that rounded edge that I like complete. I'm going to use trim the sides that extend past, and trim that half of the circle off. I'll change these to center lines. Now I can bring those down to my front view. There we go. It's going to be hidden lines from the sides of the circles. Here. Here. Alright, so I have the circles there. Now I'm going to start my auxiliary view. I'm going to move this up out of the way some. I'm going to offset some distance this face. I'm going to offset the width. Width is 1.5 inches. I'm going to close that shape in. Alright, that's just this face here. So I'll bring up a line. From this corner, give me the sides going all the way up. I go here, here. I'll trim it. Alright. Circles here, they're going to be ellipses. So I'm going to bring up some guidelines. I'm going to bring up both hidden lines and the center line or at least one of them. Alright, for the lips, do an axis end. I'm going to do the big one first. I click here and here, that gives me my width. And click on the top, that gives me that ellipse. Trim the bottom half off. Now, for the small circle, if I do axis end again, midpoint, midpoint. Now this one I'll have to type in. It's asking for radius. Going this way, it is 0.25 because it's half-inch diameter. There we go. I have that one all done. Delete here. Trim. Alright, there's a whole second one, but I'm going to do the bottom edge and stuff next. I'm going to bring one line, because everything's the same. It's just offset a little bit. So now if I select both circles, do copy, grab by this point, bring it to the line. These I will change to hidden. Delete my guidelines. Alright, connecting these two. Where the hidden one is inside the original, it's going to be object. So I'm going to use trim. Trim that off so that can stay. Now I'm going to use mirror. Select that ellipse. Do the quadrant. Select the side I just made. Change it to object. And I'm going to trim the extra part that's object. The last part I have to do is just connect quadrant to quadrant with hidden lines. Alright, so I have this hole all done. There's another one, same exact size, shape, everything. So I'll bring up a guideline, select this whole thing, copy, bring it to that line. There we go. So the holes are done in all three views, here, here, and here. Now I'm going to do the chamfers and the square hole that's cut out on here. I'm going to do chamfers first. It's underneath fillet. I'm going to do distance. Distance is 3/8 and 3/8. Click on the two lines. Click. And make sure. Yep. All good there. Now I'm going to make the hole, square hole. I'm going to use offset from the side in. The hole is 3/8 in. I'll do 3/8, offset down, offset up. From this line down, it is ½ inch. I'm going to do offset 0.5, offset down, and then the hole is 1 1/8 down. I'll do offset 1.125 here and down. Then I'm just going to use trim. There you go. So I have that side view all done, or the auxiliary view. Last thing to finish this view up is the inside of that bend. Bring that up and across. Now I'm going to bring the hidden lines for that square hole that's cut. And there'll be one object for the chamfer. Get rid of the connecting lines. Alright, this view's done, this view's done, and I just need to get this side of my top. I'm going to bring up guidelines from where the stuff hits on my front view on the top edge. So both hidden lines, because they're for the hole. I'm going to bring where the chamfer is up and across. Get rid of those connecting lines. Alright, space in doesn't change. Right, 3/8. Offset down, offset down. Alright, most everything's done and you don't even know it. Chamfer, where that line hits, where this line hits. Here and here. And I can trim that. I'm going to use trim. Right there is my square hole. Bring these, bring these. That line you can get rid of. Alright, that's my top everything. Now if I bring one reference line up from the bottom, up and across, I can grab all of these. I'm going to do copy, grab here, move over. Get rid of that guideline. All of these are going to be hidden. This line is going to be hidden. And this little bit here is going to be hidden. So I change to hidden. Then it overlaps, so I'll just use trim here and here. Then I'll need hidden lines to connect these two corners. Alright, last thing is bring up the inside of that bend. Right there. There we go. All good. I can add in a horizontal center line through this whole thing. That's what it'll look like. And if you need the dimensions, here's all the dimensions. Just everything that you need. Alright, so that's the bracket doing an auxiliary view.